Yo, student will listen. Welcome to the last session of this strategy. This is no one but your boy, author of One Smart Forex. So tonight we'll be talking about trend lines, how to trade trend line, like trend line trading, trend line trading, trend line breakout trading, and some patterns with which you can trade as well. So first of all, as you all know that I usually annotate um, the strategy before we move into the market. For examples, let's assume that market is what is on an upward trend and we want to take advantage of it. You understand? Market has been on an upward trend, something like this, making series of what? Series of higher highs and higher lows. I told you that on an upward trend, you should always look out for a buy. You understand? But you can't just buy anyhow, right? So which means you need to wait for a pullback. You understand? This is a pullback. You need to wait for a pullback before you can do what? Before you can a pullback or what? Or a retracement before you can do what? You can buy if you are on an upward trend. Can you see those things? So now, but the thing is, you don't know to what extent you don't know to what extent with which our what's it called our pullback is going to reach before you buy. So that is where you employ the use of what? The use of trend line. You understand? That is where you employ the use of what? The use of trend line. So now, if you want to make use of trend line could act as what? It could act as a support. It could act as what? A resistance as well. So when it is your trend line is acting as support, we've done this before. It means that the trend line is above the what? Is above the market, just something like this. Let me change the color of the trend line. So can you see? That means the market is what? Is below it. That is when your trend line will be acting as resistance, and your trend line will be acting as support if the what? If market is what? If market is above it. However, there are ways with which you can actually take advantage of these things. You can't make use of them anyhow. So now I'm going to give you some rules. The first rule is that while joining your trend line, you must join what? Your swing guys, the swing guys, the swing guys. Not like you will take a trend line, like not like you take your swing guy like this, then come back and join it with your swing low. That is not how to draw a trend line. You make sure that your trend line, join it with a swing guy. This is a swing guy. Join it with a swing guy. So, and the thing is, for you to say you have a trend line, market has to make two touches, which is one, two. But for you to say you have a valid trend line, market must have made three touches on it and respect it. You understand? But look at this case, this scenario. There is no way market could make third touch on it. Like with this, can you see that this is the first touch here? This swing guy and this swing guy. We could not join this swing guy together. So the only thing way with which market can make the third touch with it is this another swing guy that is forming. If this swing guy could form like this, that means it is going to what? If the swing I should respect it like this. If you should respect it like this and push down for a retracement, that means what? That trend line is valid. You understand? You should always join swing guys to swing guys. So same thing applies to it when it is acting as what? A support. You should always do what? You should always join swing lows to swing lows. Can you see? You should always join swing lows to swing lows. Can you see? So for you now to say you have a valid trend line that is acting as support, that means um market must have made at least two touches. You understand? Market must have made at least two touches for you to say, sorry, at least three touches before you say it is valid. So in this scenario now, you can see one, two, three. This is the third touch. which validates that this trend line is actually okay. So now this is the fourth touch, which is most likely market is going to respect it. You understand? So that is how those trend line, that is how they function. You understand? The another way with which you can take advantage of a pullback is what your Fibonacci. Your Fibonacci. Just take it from here, from your swing low to your swing high. No, this is not a Fibonacci tool. Let me remove this. So if you want to take advantage of it, you just take your Fibonacci. After taking your Fibonacci, you take it from that low to that high that market started going down. You understand? Take it. So then you expect market to come to the what? You expect market to come down to the 0.5, which is also acting as another confidence for you. So if market should retrace that 50% and it is up, if okay, let's use it like this. I want to I want to adjust something. So now can you see that this will be acting as a confluence for you. Your trend line is there, your Fibonacci is at 0.5, then it is what? It is acting as a pullback as well, which will give you like a third confluence for you to actually buy what? Buy that trade. You understand? So same thing applies to where you want to take your profit. If you want to measure where you will take your profit, you can just you can make use of Fibonacci extension. So like this, you go to your Fibonacci, you go to Fibonacci extension, Fib retracement extension. So you take it from this low. If you want to know the next target, take it from that low, take it to that high, then bring it back to that low. Can you see? So now this will be the next target. Can you see? This will be the next target. This place will be the next target. This will be the next target. Can you see? Because it has a significant level on the fib extension. So this will be another target for you if market will actually go there. So this will be another take profit for you. So you understand the gist that I'm trying to pass across. Now, what do we mean by trend line breakout trading? You know, market has been actually respecting this your trend line that is acting. Market is market is has been respecting this trend line that is acting as support, right? So market cannot keep on going up, going up, going up, and respecting it. There is need for market to also go down and what and break it. You understand? So whenever market breaks this what's it called? Breaks this your trend line that is acting as support, it is expected that market will come back and retest it before selling, just like the scenario of your break and retest for a support and resistance. So same thing also happens to a trend line. So after the break, we expect market to come and retrace, to come and retest that trend line, then you can now set to the nearest support because market is going down. So you will look for a support with which you are going to put your take profit. You understand? So you can now take your measuring tool, you take short position, you come back to the place where market came to retest it. So then you draw it to the nearest resistance, then your stop loss a little bit above that level. You understand what I'm saying? So at this point in time, I will also teach you guys something that is called 90% rule. There's something that is called 90% rule. 90% rule. And here is what 90% rule says. Here is what 90% rule says. 90% rule says wherever you start that trend line, it is expected that whenever market breaks it, like the trend line started from here, right? So 90% rule told us that whenever market should break this trend line that market has been respecting, market will definitely come back that same level again. So that is what 90% rule says. So which means your last take profit, this is a resistance. This is a resistance. This is a resistance, which means this is your TP1, TP2, and this is your last TP3. Okay, you understand? So according to 90% rule, they said whenever market should break down your trend line, it is expected of market to do what? To come down back to where the what's it called? Where the trend line actually started. Okay, you understand? So that is what 90% rule actually states. So same thing happens for your trend line that is acting as what? That is acting as a support. So let's try and do something on a downward trend as well. So let's assume market has been forming series of a downward trend, forming series of what? A lower low what? And a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. I'm sure you know the rules of these lower highs and lower lows. The next lower low should not be above the previous lower high. Shey you understand? Else we say there is a break in structure. You understand? So now this is a downward trend. Market has been forming series of lower highs and lower lows, which means market has actually been pulling back, right? So now if we could join our swing lows together and swing highs together, this is high here. Let me change the color. So now this one is what? Swing highs. So you need to join swing highs together. So here now we are able to join. Let me make this very. Let me make this to touch it. So can you see now this our trend line is acting as what? It is acting as a resistance. It is obviously acting as a resistance here, right? And market has we've been able to join three swing guys together. So you understand? Let's make it four swing guys. This last one. So which means we've been able to join four swing guys together, which means that this trend line is actually a trend line with which market has been respecting. You understand? However, market cannot keep on respecting our trend line forever. There's a need for it to what? Break out. So if this breakout should happen like this, like if market should break that trend line and it does not respect it. However, I want you to understand that there's always something called fake out, just like in the case of support and resistance. Candlestick can just fake out out of that zone and do what? And just come back inside and continue going down. Do you understand? So that is the reason why we have to just wait. We don't set pending orders to stuff like this. That is why we have to wait for a break of that trend line. So after we've gotten a break of that trend, can you see the trend line? So we've gotten a break of it. So we wait for a retest of that trend line. So now that the trend line has become support. Why has it become a support? Because market has actually come back to retest it. So now, which means it is below market. You understand? It is below market. So that is why it is what? That is why it is a support. So after the retest, then we can now, and we've seen those candlesticks inside the Bible that I shared you guys to actually read. So you would have known the kind of candles that you need to expect at this level. And also you can make use of your moving averages, with which I taught you that you can also garnish as a confluence. You understand? So if your trend line is also acting as support at this level, it is possible and it happens sometimes. So that means it is another source of confluence for you to actually buy this trade. So according to 90%, that means you are going to be taking your profit to what? That last point with which the trend line started, which is here. Can you see? Which means your last profit will be there. So you take your measuring tool, that will be long position. So depending on the kind of candlestick that has been formed there, so just take your stop loss. Can you see this is 1.8 pip stop loss? Then your take profit will be that place. So that's like 16 pips. That's one ratio 9.11. You understand? So, however, there are some levels with which market can decide to reverse. It is not every time that market obeys 90% rule, because these are key levels with which market can go back. These are key levels because they are like resistance. You understand? With which market could just reverse at those points without getting to that 90% rule. So, however, we've been able to complete the um, explanation of this. So let's go to market and see some examples. Let's go to market and see some examples now. So remember what I told you about trend line. You just have to join your swing lows together. This is a swing low here. This is a swing low here. This is a what? Swing low here. Can you see? So that means we've gotten what? We've gotten three touches. We got a touch here. One, two, three. So for market to respect it at this third time, that means this is actually a nice level. So now what we'll be expecting in future is that if market should get to this trend line again, there's possibility that market will do what? Market will respect it whenever it comes back into that level, or what, or do what, or break it. Then after the break, we wait for a what? A retest of the trend line, and then we can keep pushing down. You understand? So that means it is not going up. So those are the two things with which we can always expect for a trend line. You understand? So let's say we could have a trend line here too. So can you see we have a trend line here as well, but it has been broken and came back for a retest. Look at this. This trend line has been acting as what? It has been acting as a resistance. Can you see the first touch here? One, two, three, four, five. Can you see this six times? Market broke it. See when market broke it. See what happened. Market actually came back for a retest. Market came back for a retest and what? Started pushing up. Can you see? Market started pushing up. So you would have made few bucks like that with that trade. So let's look for more examples. So your trend lines could be any form. So far you are not crossing the market. So far you are not crossing the market. You draw your trend line anyhow. So can you see that? Can you see where the first touch here, the second touch here, the third touch here, and see the fourth touch. See the massive drop. See the massive drop. So you could have just taken your sell here. That's like short position. You could have short here from the third of this. So sorry, from the third of this fourth one. Then your stop loss will be just a little bit above. Then can you see? So that's like 99 pips profit. Then stop loss of what? Stop loss of 7 pips. So that is how to actually go about you drawing those trend lines. It is just that you have to have the ability to what to be able to spot it, and the more you practice, the more you know. Can you see this trend line that is acting as what? Acting as support. And market eventually broke it and came back for a retest. See, it does not really have to be picture perfect all the time. You understand? It does not really have to be picture perfect. Market broke it here and came back for a retest. Can you see the retest? Went up. This is the retest here. But that retest was not loud. The market came back for another retest here before it started going down. See, you see the way it started going down. See the way it started going down. So that is how market actually makes its stuff. If you want to be trading this, so the thing is, you should sit down and understand what works for you, and because no one is gonna tell you what you need to focus on. You understand? Nobody's gonna test you what you need to focus on. Depends on how you are practicing and how you can be able to work decode the market. So because the thing is, you can actually make use of all these things. You understand? It all depends on your own understanding for the market, and you can also decide to just specialize on one or two of those things that have actually taken you. You understand? Not necessarily you have to just make use of everything. You just have to what sit down, practice, and know what works for you, because you cannot be a jack of all trade and master of none. But everything adds up or sum up to how much you are practicing in the market. So it works on all other currency pair, not only on USD card. So let's go to some other pairs for you guys to actually see. Let's look for examples on other pairs. So then it also works on different time frame, not necessarily 15 minutes. This is a 15-minute time frame. You can see 15 minutes. So it works on any time frame. It depends on the kind of trader you are, and I'm very sure you know. So it depends on the kind of trader you are. You can be a swing trader, you can be a day trader, then you can be a scalper. You understand? If you're a scalper, I don't see you going on higher time frames like 4 hours. If you're a scalper, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 15 minutes is okay for you. And as a day trader, you can make use of 4 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, and lower. And as a swing trader, is to start from 4 hours from taking your own trade. So now you can see something here. You can see this trend line. We have the one that is acting as a support. We have the one that is what acting as a resistance. Can you see? 1, 2, 3 touches. Though it has been like it is contracting. You understand? So cases like this, when it is contracting, means it is going to fall very soon. However, so now that about how to draw trend lines and how to actually take advantage of trading trend line breakout and retest. You understand? So now the next thing I want to talk about is a pattern that is known as flag. We have the bullish flag and we have the what? The bearish flag. When they tell you a bearish flag, they are like reversal pattern. Okay, you understand? They are like reversal pattern. So just like in the case of your head and shoulder. So let's assume that market has been going up like this. And so they are continuation pattern. Just like market has been going up like this and market decides to what? Do like this. Something like this. You have your trend line. Market do something like this. So this is just what? This is just correction of this impulsive move. It is just a correction of what? Of the impulsive move. It is telling you that after this correction, market is going to continue higher. You understand? So that then you can have something like this as well, in which market is going to make what? Correction like this. Then market is going to continue pushing down. So it is telling you that it is actually a corrective move. You understand? So look at this case now, just like what I'm telling you. Can you see that this price has been contracting? So it is telling you that the buyer's strength is what are reducing gradually, in which this market is going to bust towards the downside. Can you see? Can you see? Which means it is going to continue down. Can you see what I'm saying? So that is actually how those flags. That is how they work. So look at this case too. Can you see this one? Can you see? See what happened? Continued going up before it started falling. So I hope you understand what I'm talking about flag. And you see this. So their continuation pattern, the market pushed forward. And you see what I'm talking about. So their continuation pattern, their continuation pattern. So let's look for more examples before we actually end this session. So you could actually draw your trend line anyhow. There is no specific way of drawing your trend line in as much as you follow rules by joining your swing highs together and your swing lows together, and without making without drawing it in such a way that um it is those your trend lines are going to cross market. You understand? So you don't draw it in such a way that you're going to cross market like this. Just make sure you join swing guys and swing low. Your significant point. This is a swing guy. This is also a swing guy. This place is a swing guy. Then this place is also a swing guy. What have I done? This is a swing guy. Yeah, this place is also a swing guy. Can you see? So that is how to draw your trend line. You don't draw trend line and make it to cross market like this, you understand? So join your swing guy. This is also a swing guy. Can you see it? So that is how to actually draw a valid trend line. You understand? So look at this. Can you see what I'm talking about here? Continuation pattern. Can you see after this correction, market did what? Boom. So you could have just take advantage of the buy. Can you see the massive buy? Can you see? Can you see the massive buy? So this is also a trend line. Let's see if it is a trend line acting as support. Can you see? It's also a trend line acting as support. So your trend line could be anyway. The thing is, you just have to get the logic behind it and make sure it is. If you are going to be drawing acting, if it is going to be acting as support, that means we are joining what swing lows to swing lows, and if it is going to be acting as resistance, that means you are joining swing guys and swing guys together. You understand what I'm talking about? Um, so um, let's check another currency pair. So that is where we're gonna be calling it a day. So the next lecture will be looking for a way to relate what has happened in the past to present and take advantage of it by picking trades like thorough analysis. These are just like me splitting those strategies. So the next class will actually be me combining everything together and taking a trade. You understand? So let's go to like 1 hour on Euro NZD. Let's change time frame for you to see that it actually works on all time frames and different currency pairs. So if you look at it very well, Euro NZD has been on a downward trend, right? That means we're actually looking for more positions to actually sell. So that is when this thing is going to be useful because whenever we see a pullback to this trend line, that means we can easily take our sell because like we have a confluence, we have a reason for selling. So we are not just being myopic by just selling that okay, this is actually on a downward trend, let's just sell. We have a reason for selling. So that means because it is touching what's it called? Because it is touching our resistance, our trend line resistance. That is why we are actually selling. Can you see what has been happening? Can you see? Can you see? So can you see the way market has actually been doing what? Actually been expecting. Look at this trend line that is acting as support too. Look at this. So we have three touches on this too. Can you see? We have three touches on this. One, two, three. Then market decided to do what? Market decided to break it and did what? Came back to the retest. Can you see the retest? 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 The market did what? Market continued selling. Can you see the retest? The market has come back to that same level again. So we don't know what will actually happen because this level is now what? Is now acting as what? It's acting as resistance. This trend line needs to act like support before because market is above it. But now that market has broken it, market has gone below it. It has now turned into resistance. And it's that when this one got there, it respected that level and started going down. However, we don't know anything could happen. It could break it to the upside and it could just do what it could just keep going down. Can you see? So can you see? Came back for a retest. So that is the power of trading trend line and trend line breakout. Everything actually sum up into the way you practice and the more example you find yourself in the previous market structures. You understand? Because I can't show you everything. You need to work on yourself as well. You need to make more find examples yourself. Trade, you show me examples. I like you go into the market, find examples yourself, and you come back at the end of the day to show me and ask me if you are actually right. You understand what I'm saying? You don't expect me to be giving you assignment at this stage of yours because I'm very sure before you decide to come and trade forex, you must have seen one or two, and you are not a kid. You understand? So if you have a question, you can easily reach out to me. Can you see this one too? Can you see this trend line too? Before market actually do what? Break it and continue going up. So that is actually how to go about drawing trend lines. Then find, however, that your flag would only be spot on a lower time frame. Don't take advantage of flags on high time frame. Take advantage of flags on lower time frame as much as 15 minutes, 5 minutes. You understand? Don't take advantage on it on higher time frames so that you won't get burnt because you might get burnt at the end of the day if you take advantage of flags on higher and lower time frame. There are a lot of those patterns, you understand? So you can just go online and check those patterns. I'm going to share you a book when you are done with this. Remind me when you are done with this video. I have a book on pattern. Just ask me. I'm going to share you the book on pattern, so you're going to read it, or you go online yourself and search for books on patterns, on forex patterns. You understand? You're going to see more examples. So this is just the basics of everything. You understand? So just remind me. I'm going to share you the book with which you're going to check through. Book you're going to check through for more examples on these tops. So let's look for the last example before we actually call this a day. Let's go on. Um, let's check something like GoI and see if we could find anything on it. Going to this trend line. So this trend line also acts as a confluence for us to actually do what to actually buy. We know we're on an upward trend and we should be fine, but we don't know the right place to actually buy. But with the help of this trend line, we could easily spot that okay, we can buy here, we can buy here, we can buy here, you understand? And the market continued pushing up. So however, I taught you guys some reversal patterns. And one the reversal pattern with which I taught you guys is what the W's. So you can see now this is kind of forming like something like W. Can you see it? Kind of forming something like W. However, it has not broken the neckline, so we don't know if it is actually a valid W or not. Can you see? Can you see? So we also have a trend line here. Can you see the trend line indicating that this could be what a nice sell entry for us. Could be a nice sell entry. You understand? You understand? So that is actually how it is. That is how actually it is. Um, can you see market touched it here? This trend line here is acting as what? It is acting as the resistance. Why is it acting as resistance? Why is it acting as resistance? Because whenever market touches it, it is always going down. Can you see market touched it here, came down a little bit. Market touched it here, came down a little bit. Touched it, came down a little bit. Touched it. So, however, some traders will feel like, well, this is actually a W and they are going to buy. So that is why I told you guys to always do what for a W. It's very safe. Actually, you could have taken a buy here and enjoy few pips to this side, right? But however, the most safest thing is just for you to wait for the break of the neckline, then retest of the neckline, then you can actually do what? You can actually buy. So that validates that it is actually a buy. But however, if you look at it now, market has broken this what? Market has broken this support and it has turned into resistance, which simply implies that market is what? Forming what? Series of what? Series of what? Lower highs and lower lows. Series of market could just come. If market should open, market can continue selling like this. Understand? So market might not actually break this. So that is how actually I've seen the setup here. Today is Sunday. Today is Sunday evening. So I've actually seen the setup with which I'm gonna trade tomorrow. I'm gonna sell this. I'm not going to buy it. People will think this is a W, but I'm not going to buy this. I'm going to sell it. Why am I going to sell it? Because market has broken this structure. We used to be on an upward trend when you look at it, right? Higher highs, higher lows. Let me see if market went above it. Market could not go above this high. Can you see? Which means market created the what? Market created the what? Market created an equal high. Market created an equal high, and market has created an equal low as well here. So higher highs, higher lows. Then market broke this previous higher lows, telling you that then this is going down. Do you understand? So that is how it actually works. That is how it actually works. So for this next week now, I think I will be shorting this spot. The only concern I have now, based on fundamental, is that the what's it called um the Asian country just signed the biggest, like the world biggest deal. You understand? So which is going to make them have um some kind of strength. So among those countries, the what is the Australia, is the China, is the New Zealand. So now me trading all JPY does not really speak well of me because I knew that those countries actually signed the world biggest deal. So they'll be fighting each other, which means there might be spike up and down. You understand? Might actually go in the right direction, but there might be spikes. So it is just very safe for you to just stay out of these things and take other trades because we have a lot of trades in the market. So there is no need for you killing yourself on just one on one pair. Um So to actually spot your trend line anywhere. So we have one here to do it like this. So, okay. Remember the rule I told you. You know the rule I told you that it should just join what? You should join only your swings. It should join only swing guys and swing games together. So this one will not join them together. So it is not a valid trend line. So you understand? You can just leave it like that. Just leave it like that. And so this is a nice support for you, which you could have bought. This is a support. This is a support. Can you see when market broke the support? Can you see that it came back for a retest? So that is for you like trading support and resistance, then the breakouts. Do you understand? The market came back for the retest of the breakout and started going down. So that is how those things actually work. So have a nice time to and make sure you practice, and practice before you come back for questions. You understand? I shouldn't be the one telling you to go and do this, do this. You should be the one doing it yourself and actually coming back to me and asking me if you are actually right or wrong. And I'll be willing to help you. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video.